Hello everyone, my name is Martina. I've been to Japan for 5 times and I also studied here for 1 semester, and I will show you my favorite places and events in Japan so that you can have the perfect vacation. Today we're on the way to Kagurazaka, a really cool area in Tokyo that's usually not a big tourist spot and perfect for some souvenir shopping without the crowds. But today is a special day, so as you can see the streets are pretty full. You may ask, why is it a special day? It's because it's the neko parade and it will take place today. And it is also the reason why we are here and why we stayed in Tokyo until now, because otherwise we would have been in the north already. Everywhere you looked you could see cats, and more precisely demon cats, as neko are yokais and not the friendliest creatures, but in that case they were very hostile and the whole area was worshipping them with little souvenirs, sweets and a little wall where people could draw all sorts of cats on. Those drawings were so cool. We arrived right in time as there was a cat dance happening in front of the Akagi shrine, and it was quite crowded, so better come here early to get a better spot than we did. After that, we strolled through the area and met so many cats, even a real one. Poor little baby, but the owner took her away after that, so I hope that the cutie went back home. And since we still had some time until the parade started, we went to a side street as restaurants on the main street were already full, but we found this hidden gem called sashiyori, which served a really delicious curry lunch with some side dishes, and the meat was so soft, and apparently they also used some special rice, but I didn't taste any difference. It was very delicious in general. And after our lunch, we found the store with all of those glittery items, which was so cool, and I wanted to spend hours in here. But then it was time for our first cat parade and we headed to the street to get a good spot. In that case, there was plenty of room for everyone, so I think that even if you come a little bit later, you can manage to get a good spot. What do you think of the parade? I love to see how much effort people put in the costumes, and everyone was having so much fun. Since the next parade would take place in around 2 hours, we decided to stay in that area and head to a cafe I found on Google Maps. It was called Aoyama Coffee and it looks super cozy. There was a short line when we arrived, so we waited for like 10 minutes, but it was worth it because we got a really nice seat in front of the window. The coffee they got is from Thailand, and look how beautiful the latte art is. And the cake was so soft and yummy. I got an iced coffee with it, which was perfect as well. This little break was so good, and we headed to the main area after it, where people were preparing for the next parade. Did you know that you can also participate in the parade, and they have makeup stations where they can do the cat makeup for you? I will put the link in the caption if anyone is interested, so you can participate in any future parade. And there were other places where you could also try out traditional instruments and fill out the time in between the parades. Then the parade started and I was so excited. I loved the second parade even more, and the energy was so amazing. Everyone was having a good time and partying like crazy. And after this unique experience, we headed to the side streets again, where we found many little stores and restaurants with small details that looked so adorable. On Google, I saw that there was a park I wanted to visit kinda nearby, but not super close, but we decided to walk there. And after like 20 minutes, we reached Koishikawa Korakuen, a beautiful place in the middle of Tokyo. The entrance fee is around 300 yen and you get a cute little ticket. I really loved this park. It was so quiet and nature is everywhere, but you still don't forget that you're in a big city, as you can see all of the tall buildings around you. And there's a giant pond that was built to remind of Lake Biwa, a beautiful lake close to Kyoto. And the further you go into the park, the less you get the feeling of being in Tokyo, as it is giant and there are so many trees that block out the sound of the city. Unfortunately, we didn't stay longer and I think we even missed some parts, so plan in enough time here. But since we had to meet a friend, we had to head to Omotesando, so we had some time pressure, but it was still worth it to come here. I didn't film anything while we were with a friend, but after that we headed to Akasaka. This area is so modern and filled with cool stores. Our destination was the Aoyama flower market tea house that I've been wanting to visit for a while because it looks so nice with all of the flowers. The food is a bit on the pricier side, but if you love tea, you can still get some unique drinks here that aren't too expensive. The interior is so beautiful as it's in a greenhouse and there are plants all around you, on the tables and everywhere. We got some tea and shared some nachos, and even though I'm not the biggest tea drinker, I really loved mine. We spent the rest of the evening with exploring the area and looking at all of the nice stores, and on the way back to the hotel we found this yakiniku chain called Yakiniku Like, and since we didn't have a proper meal since our lunch, we ordered a set meal here. I'm scared of yakiniku because of the flames and they sometimes go crazy, but it was very delicious and Kevin handled the flames, so it was okay. And yeah everyone, that's it for today. We headed to the hotel after that, and I hope you liked this day in Tokyo with me. I would also recommend you to watch my other videos about lesser known areas in Tokyo, so I will link them here for you. And thank you so much for watching. Feel free to write a comment or like or subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and see you next time. Bye bye!